Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. In this short tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can make these fun, falling, rotating and bouncing shapes directly in PowerPoint. So let's jump straight into it. As usual, we're going to start off with a blank presentation. So we'll go File, New, Blank Presentation, right click, Layout, Blank. Now let's add the shapes. I'm going to start with a basic rectangle, so we'll go up to here, click on rectangle, click anywhere on the page, and we're going to use the default size, which is 1 inch by 1 inch. To save time, I'm going to quickly paste in the colours I'm going to use. Now click on my shape, right click, format shape. We want no fill, and for the outline, I want a gradient line. I can drag away this stop by clicking on it and moving it off, and then I'm going to position this one in the middle. I'm going to move to my colours and set these 3 gradient stops to my chosen colours using the eyedropper tool. For the direction, I want this second one in, which is linear down, and set the width to 2 point. I'm now going to right click on the background, choose format and set that to black. So here's our first shape. I'm going to move this to the top of the page. And before I create the other ones, I'm going to add the animation to it. This is because we want to use a similar animation on every shape, and it's easier to add the animation, then duplicate it, and then change shape. So let's add the animation. We'll go to Animations, Add Animation, and first of all, choose a motion path. By default, this will move down slightly. If we hold down Control and the mouse wheel to zoom out a bit, I can then click on this little red dot, hold down Shift and drag it all the way to the bottom. So if we play that, you can see that it moves all the way down to the bottom and stops. So there's a couple of things I want to change in the animation settings. So if we make sure our item's selected, click on the animation pane and then double click, we can get to the settings. So first of all, I want to click auto reverse on, so that will mean that after it hits the bottom, it will animate back up. I also want to give it a smooth start of 2 seconds, because I feel that gives it slightly better physics, where it will actually slow down as it rises back up. And for timing, I want to choose repeat until end of slide, and for start with previous. So now we click OK. And we have our bouncing item. That's looking good. Now we're going to add one more animation, which is a spin. So we'll click on this. We'll make sure we don't select our animations from here, otherwise that will replace it. We want to go to Add Animation and choose Spin. So now we can double click on our spin. We can change a couple of the settings. I want to have it to rotate 720 degrees, which is 2 spins. Give it a smooth start of 2 seconds, the same as the motion path. Choose auto reverse and timing with previous and repeat until end of slide and click OK. So now when we play that, it will bounce down and rotate at the same time. Looking good. Now we can quickly just make the other shapes by duplicating this one. So if we click on this and press Ctrl D, I can just drag this into the position I want, then go to Shape Format, Edit Shape and change shape to whatever I want. And in my example, I chose cross. I can click Ctrl D to duplicate this again. Edit shape, change shape. This one I chose a 5-pointed star and actually clicked on this yellow dot and dragged it up a bit. Then Ctrl D again. And for this shape, I chose what they call a plaque. And Ctrl D again. And for this shape, I chose a pentagon. And then for the final shape, I just chose the diamond. So there's all my shapes. If I play that now, they'll all fall at the same time. And I just wanted it to be slightly staggered. To do that, we'll make sure the animation panes are visible. I'm going to click on the star, say give that half a second delay. Give the square quarter of a second delay. The pentagon, 3/4. The plaque 1. So I'm basically just adding quarter of a second delay to each one to give it a staggered effect. Now let's play that. Looking good. Now let's add the text. For this, I'm going to use Fig Tree 70, and in my example text, I wrote the phrase falling, rotating, bouncing shapes. I'm just going to change this to white, and then the correct font, and then the correct size. And bold. We can now apply the formatting, so we'll right click, choose Format Shape, make sure we're on Text Options, and then under Text Outline, I want to select Gradient Line, and under Fill, No Fill. For the gradient, we want the same one as the shapes, so I can drag this one off, quickly select the colours, and the direction down. I want the width to be 2 point, and I'm actually going to make this black to make it a slightly thicker font. Nice. That's looking nice. Now let's just quickly add the animation to the text. And in my example, I went to Animations, and the first one I chose was Float In, and then change the direction to down. And if we double click on this in the animation pane, I chose by letter with a 10% delay, and under timing, I chose with previous and repeat until end of slide. So that gives the nice falling effect. But one of the good things about PowerPoint is it's easy to combine multiple animations on the same element. And to do this, you make sure it's selected, and you make sure you go to Add Animation instead of clicking on the animations in here, which would replace it. So we'll go to Add Animation. I'm going to choose Swivel. And when we double click on this, I want it to be on by letter with a 10% delay between letters. And for timing, I want it to happen with previous and repeat until end of slide again. So you'll see what it's doing on the individual animation there as it previews it, but when we play it, it will actually play both of them at the same time. Excellent, there we go. A great way of adding some fun animation to any title slides, section slides, or even creating your own social media posts directly from PowerPoint, as this can be easily output to video. If you'd like to download the source files for any of the recent tutorials, there's a link to my Patreon in the description below. Thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.